So yesterday, Call of Duty Mobile launched one of the most anticipated game modes in Battle Royale for a very long time, and these are the 3 things that I noticed in this mode. Let's get right into it. Now, the very first thing that actually caught my attention is the fact that you can't not use skills in this mode, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I personally am a huge fan of this because a lot of people actually end up depending on their skills, like, you know, the Trickster, the Igniter, the Pump class, you know, trying to pop all those Syndigo movements. And not actually using their guns in a game. You'd realize that in Alcatraz there was barely any strategy. It was all about pushing and being hella aggressive. But in this mode, I've realized that a lot of people are holding hands and they're playing a lot strategically just because they can't depend on their Igniter class to actually get some kills, or their Trickster class to, you know, try to be very smart.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now, the second thing that I actually noticed on this map, and I personally have not seen anyone talking about it, is the fact that there are missions on the map. Now, just for the sake of Call of Duty Warzone, let's call these things contracts because that's what they are.
Boom.
Now, what do they look like on the map? Now, if you open your map, you're going to see them look like a yellowish dot on the map. Now, when you click on it, you're going to see these icons. Now, it's going to lead you straight to where the actual contract is. Now, you can pick it up and you can actually run the contract. Now, there are different types of contracts. There's a bounty type of contract where you have to hunt other players. Now, the one that I picked up is a bounty contract. And as you can see on the map, it's showing me where exactly the enemy is or the range of which the enemy is. So I can go there and I can complete that specific task to get rewards in the game. Now, aside that, there are other contracts like capturing sectors and all that, but I personally find the hunting to be my favorite because it's like a UAV.
Oh my god!
Now, speaking about UAVs, the third one I've noticed is these UAV towers. Now, if you actually click on this thing right here, you get to see people in your vicinity, I think, or on the whole map.
Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
I'm not too sure, but it's basically a UAV that can be activated.
Everybody stay calm.
And it pinpoints where certain enemies are on the map. I would 100% love this if they would add it to isolated instead, because running all around an isolated without knowing where enemies are is so annoying. Activision, can you please add UAVs on isolated? Oh my lord. Now, I'm gonna give you guys the bonus one. You're pretty much not new to this buy stations, but in the map, if you complete the contracts and get your rewards, you could use those rewards to actually go to the buy stations and get yourself your loadouts or some goodies, and you could basically dominate, because again, on Rebirth Island, without your loadouts, you cannot dominate this map, ladies and gentlemen. But aside that, I'm having